Hey, welcome back to another EarSketch video. My name is Brandon and I'm a member of the EarSketch team. Today, I'm going to talk to you about variables. So to put it simply, variables are a way to store a piece of information within a script. This could be a number, a sound constant, a string, any of the data types we've learned about. All these data types are a form of information that we can use. So to use a variable, we give the variable a name and then assign it a value, this information. And what makes variables so cool is that we can use them to hold any of these data types, this information, and then reuse that information multiple times whenever we want. And if we want to make changes to the information we're using in our script, like maybe we want to swap out one sound constant for another, all we have to do is change what information is assigned to our variables. So variables can end up saving us a lot of time. Let's take a look at this in EarSketch and you'll see what I mean. So to start, let's create a new script. I'm going to name this script variables. We're given the standard items we need for an EarSketch script here from EarSketch import, the init function, which starts a new music project in EarSketch, and the set tempo function, which I'm actually going to slow down our tempo to 100 beats per minute. And at the end of our script, like always, I have the finish function, which gets all the music ready to play inside the DAW. So let's define our first variable. To do this, we need to give it a name, usually something descriptive, and then assign it a value, this information. And we do this by using the assignment operator, which is just the equal sign, but in this case it's not functioning exactly like an equal sign. It's saying assign the value on the right to the variable name on the left. So here we go. Let's call our variable synth1 and assign it to a sound constant from the sound browser, synth sound. Let's see, I like this one. The variable is now holding this sound, so let's use it in our music by inserting a fitMedia function call. So in the spot where we give fitMedia a sound, I'm going to use our variable synth1 because it's holding our sound. I'll put it on track 1, starting at measure 1 and ending at measure 2. I'll press run so we can listen. All right, now we've successfully used one variable, but I want to flesh this out a bit more, so let's define a couple more. I'm going to create a second variable for a second synth sound, synth2, and assign it to the sound constant for hip hop solo moog lead 1. And I'll define a variable for my drums as well right here. Now to make more of a complete song, I'm going to add a whole bunch of fitMedia calls, each one using one of my 3 variables. So as you can see, my synth sounds are all on track 1 and they kind of alternate back and forth, while my drums are on track 2 so that they'll play throughout the whole song from measure 1 to 9. Let's see what this sounds like. Alright, so what's the big deal here? I could have just entered or pasted in the sound constant names for all these fitMedia calls. But what if I wanted to change one of my sounds? Let's say I wanted to change my synth1 sound to some other hip-hop sound. If I wasn't using variables, I'd have to go through and change all these fitMedia calls manually. Now, imagine if I had 50 fitMedia calls, maybe for a full song. It would take forever to go through and change that many lines in my script. But because I use variables, I can swap out my sounds really quickly. I can just change the assignment statement at the top here. Every time I use synth1 below, it will use the updated sound instead. And the same concept can apply to other data types as well. So this whole idea of being able to make quick changes in our scripts with variables is kind of central to music making. Often the first time we listen to something we've made, we think about how it could be improved or how it could be better. So we go back and we make some changes, then listen again, and maybe our music is better and maybe it's not. But we kind of stick with this cycle of constantly improving our music and making changes. And what's so important about variables is it allows us to experiment like this until we have a piece of music that we're really proud of. So go ahead and try using some variables in your scripts. you'll find it's easier to make changes and easier to nail that exact sound that you're looking for. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.